What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video. If you guys haven't been checking my community tab, make sure you do that because I do post on there from time to time different updates regarding the channel and things like that. But one thing I did post yesterday, this is Thanksgiving week, and I am extremely thankful for you guys. We've been going, I think we're going on about 8 months straight. Haven't missed more than 3-4 days. So it's been a hell of a ride just being there with you guys and growing from my first video, my bullying story video. Yeah, I used to eat lunch in the bathroom, things like that, how I overcame that. Just going from, just motivational things I used to go through in school to now evolving into, yeah, we still do the motivational, but also, talking about basketball and recruiting and just really trying to help you guys out, not only on the court, but off the court as well. And because I am so thankful for you guys and it is Thanksgiving week, we're coming with a video every single day, 7 for 7. Every single day this week, we'll come with a video, whether that be a breakdown, motivational, talking about basketball, because I do want to talk a little bit more about, college, maybe game days, and then how they actually treat injuries, things like that. We're going to touch on that. Also do a little bit more into recruiting this week. We are going to have a video on that too. Should be a pretty fun week, but this video today, this is one I know, I've been waiting to do, because this is a name that, ever since that video of him going viral, throwing the ball off the backboard and dunking on a kid, I think he was 14 or 15 when he went viral for that. This is somebody who, other than Mikey Williams, at one point, Kyree Walker was like one of the most popular, recognized names in high school basketball, right? And what's crazy for me is, around that time he started popping was around the time I was in AAU and things like that. And because it is such a small world, especially the basketball world, you'll realize this as you go to college and stuff. When I was in college, I realized I might not know everyone on every single college basketball team, but I know someone who knows somebody on that team. Like, it's that small of a world, right? So with Kyree, the second he started, popping off, first thing I hear from some of my teammates on Game Elite is, "Oh, bro, I played with him when I was younger in this certain age group." And we'll just say the age group he was in at the time when he started to go viral was a few years behind the age group that me and my teammates were in, and we were all the same age. So I'm pretty sure he was that same age. So we had reclassed. Stay tuned. We are going to talk a little bit more about that and how that's affected him. But, this is his Capital City GoGo breakdown. There isn't a whole lot of film. He hasn't been getting a lot of playing time, but we've broken down every single clip he's had so far, pretty much. I'm not gonna hold you guys up any longer. Let's go. Great job by Kyree on this possession, attacking the gap when it presented itself. One thing that he's gonna have to learn to adjust to in the NBA is the size and athleticism of the bigs. As you can see here, it led to him getting his shot blocked. Good work here, pushing in transition and relocating. Even though he missed a shot on this possession, I still want to show you guys how he's adjusting. Great fake here, and then good job being creative with his dribble in order to create space to get open look. He's always been a pretty explosive athlete, and that hasn't seemed to have changed even over the last couple years. Great job by Kyree here, recognizing the mismatch and quickly getting downhill. I want all my younger guards to notice why he did this Euro, and I froze it here so you guys can see. It's to shield himself from the defender and also the ball so he can get the easy lay. His shooting is another thing that seems to have translated pretty well. If you give him a wide open jumper, it's a bucket. Again, if you leave him open, even with a second on the clock, he has the capability to knock it down, and he did. Great job here getting downhill and getting both shoulders by his defender so he can't get to the ball without fouling, and good finish. Kyree also shows pretty good potential on the defensive end, being an extremely active and energetic defender, getting the steal on this possession and throwing the great pass for the end one. Okay, so Kyree, we got a lot to talk about in terms of him reclassing and stuff like that and how that's led to the position he's in today. But first, let's break down his game, things like that. Even back then, Kyree has always been an extremely explosive player, always dunking on everybody, things like that. As you started to get older, you started to see a little bit more development in the half court, beating people off the dribble, being able to shoot on the move, things like that, shoot off the dribble. I started to see that a little later on in his high school career. So now, as he's getting to the NBA, you can tell there wasn't a lot of clips, and that's because he hasn't played a lot when he was in the game. I feel like right now it's literally just going to be in terms of just getting more reps, just getting more used to the speed of the NBA. And like I was saying, why he got a shot blocked by the center, you know, when he's a player who I'm not sure, I don't think he's played basketball, like live basketball on any like national stage, whether that be college or even in the G or at all. You know what I'm saying? Even pro-ams, I haven't seen anything of him in a couple years. So it's going to be a bit of a adjustment period, getting used to the athleticism of centers in the NBA, their length, things like that, the guards. But even so, as you can see, he can still do what he's always been able to do. He can always drive. He can always attack the rim. And then, as I just said, he's always been extremely explosive. So once he gets there, he can finish, things like that. For all my younger guards, you saw when the Euro, when you have someone behind you, if you can get a step on him, he Euroed so he can step in front of his defender. So there's no way that the defender can get to the ball unless he fouls. Same way when he got downhill, when he got both shoulders past the defender, the only way the defender can get back to the ball and get a blocker, he has to come over your back, which is an automatic foul every single time, right? And then his jumper, he's always been able to shoot a little bit, but it looks pretty good. He made 2 threes in that one game. One of them as the clock's winding down, so that's big time, big clutch shot, things like that. So really, like I just said, it's going to be reps, like just getting more reps, getting more experience on the court, playing against competition like that. But for Kyree, let's just talk about his story, things like that, because I've always wanted to come with a little, you know, I see the little smear campaign videos on YouTube all the time, hear it, see it all over the internet. Oh yeah, Kyree this, Kyree that, Kyree this, Kyree that. I'll tell you guys what I think about it, right? So for him, I said this before, we made videos on it. When you choose to reclass, because he's reclassed, and I'm not sure how many years he reclassed back, but I want to say, because when I was in AAU, I think we had to be like 16 or 17, and at that time, like I said, he was playing some pretty young kids, and he was dunking on everybody, which is why, all right, all of us started to look at him a little sideways, like, okay, you're really old doing this, and then everyone else started to catch on a little later. But like I said in that reclassing video, there's pros, and then there's cons to deciding to reclass, right? So for him, the pros were, okay, I get another year to get better. I get to play against weaker competition, things like that. I really get to work on my game, try things I wouldn't be able to try against, you know, same caliber, same age type of talent, right? So this is why he's dunking on everybody. He's doing this, and that. He's so hyped because he's killing, we'll be honest, he's killing kids that are 2 years, 3 years, 4 years younger than him. You know what I'm saying? So especially when you're like, I think it was what, 19 or 20-year-old senior, something like that, right? So you're killing kids that are younger than you. But the con is also in that same point. The players that you're playing aren't as good. They're weaker. They're not as fast as you. So all of a sudden, when you think, okay, I'm getting this much better because I get to try all these different things and I get to do this, and that, you're not getting that much better because, as we all know, iron sharpens iron. So if you can walk into practice, you can walk into games every day and walk over everybody, it's not really going to help you. I mean, yeah, you can work on different technical things. Or I want to try this spin three, this step back, this, and that I wouldn't be able to try in like the real games. But at the same time, you're not getting that competition factor. You're not getting that. So then for Kyree, all of a sudden, and I think he committed to Arizona State. And then all of a sudden he decides to not go to college. And I think part of that was he is so old. And let's be real, a lot of people don't realize this in the NBA. There is a little bit, they get a little bit more hesitant to take you as you get older, which is why all the lottery picks, you're usually going to get one and dones because they don't really like to take a 3-year, 4-year, a 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old, because at that point your game's already set. You know, there's not going to be really any big jumps. You're not going to go from a center, like you're not going to have played your entire college career and be a center, not shoot, and then you get to about 23, and all of a sudden you go to the NBA, and then you're not just going to start handling the ball and shoot and know your game's pretty set. But if they get you young enough, they can teach you that. You have enough time to develop, which is why I think he kind of decided, okay, I don't have enough time to go to college. I'm already 20. I need to just train. Obviously, he didn't get drafted. You know, I've heard, you know, he's had some certain situations go on with family, things like that. So we don't just want to push that to the side. That's always a big part. But for him, like, for real, you know, the reclassing, that's why I tell you guys all the time, yeah, reclass, but only do it to a certain point. I understand like a year, you know, if you're like really undersized, okay, maybe 2, or maybe you should just go post grad, but you really have to think about that. Like, okay, I'm playing younger competition. I get to try different things. I get to build my confidence. but is it getting me better? Is it getting me better? And there is a clock for the NBA. There is a clock. At a certain point, they're not gonna want to take you once you get that 21, unless you're a proven 3-year vet in college, 2021, 22, and you killed in college and you're All-American. Yeah, okay. Like there's always those plug and play, ready to play right away. But with him, you haven't played basketball within the last 2 years at all. Really, you've just been training, and we really don't have a lot of film on you, so it's hard to take you with a draft pick. But for him, I wish the best for him. I hope it works out. You know what I'm saying? He just has to stay in that gym, put in that work. I know he's still hearing all the hate. Like I just said, all the videos come out. Oh, he's so trash. He's a bust, this, and that. But I understand, okay, it was really because, okay, he hasn't been playing. First of all, he hasn't played really in the last 2 years. Then he wasn't really playing against his age, so to speak. So he hasn't really gotten that real competition. So here, this is going to be, it's going to be sink or swim. It's either you step up to the challenge or you don't. But like I said, I wish the best for him. I hope he, does well in the future. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember, you want the one-on-one subscriber breakdowns. One-on-one instruction to help your game. Subscriber breakdowns that actually get posted on the channel. Just like all the other videos, hit my website, Patreon for day-to-day, in my life, things like that. Story times that I can't tell on here. Like I said, hit the Patreon. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time with the next video.